Hello and welcome to this special afternoon. My name is Herman van Hummel and I am one of Australia's most fortunate people. As General Manager of Nestlé Dairy Products, I have the exciting job of bringing together Nestlé and Peters and making it into a successful marriage with a very rosy future. Even though I've been working on this for 5 months now, there are over 1,000 of us and I haven't been able to meet everyone yet. But we'll have lots of time to get to know one another as we work together to build one of the most successful dairy product companies anywhere in the world. We can do that, you know. With the worldwide resources and food industry experience of Nestlé, we can build on the strong Peters foundations to create a company of which we can all be proud. Simply because we are the best in the business. And that's why we're together here today. I want you to know what we are aiming at and why we're confident we can achieve our goals. But first, let's think about us, about who I mean by we. I mean you and me and all of our Nestlé colleagues, because since last September, that's who we are. The marriage process hasn't been rushed, because it's important that we take time to get to know one another, to fully appreciate what's gone before, so that we can be sure we're taking the best of it into the future. To find out what the questions are before we seek the answers. It's more than the Nestlé way of doing things, it's common sense. We are Nestlé Dairy Products, including the old Peters ice cream team with its own rich heritage and loyal market. And of course, Nestlé Dairy Products are part of the wider Nestlé operations in Australia and overseas. It was only last September that Nestlé Australia completed the biggest purchase in our 88 years of history to become the proud owners of Peters Foods and Plumrose Fresh Dairy Foods. But already our new dairy products division is very much part of Nestlé, and we've been making careful plans for our future. We feel confident about those plans because Nestlé has such a wealth of experience in ice cream and fresh dairy businesses around the world. Nestlé worldwide headquarters are in Vevey, Switzerland, where the whole operation was begun by a pharmacist named Henri Nestlé 130 years ago. He developed an infant cereal and took it to market with great success, from the very outset branding his products with the same logo we use today. Which is particularly appropriate for a food company, because in Henri Nestlé's native language, Nestlé actually means little nest. Our progress has been careful but spectacular. Working in and from some 500 factories around the world, Nestlé now employs almost 250,000 people in 71 countries. You would feel quite at home in most of those countries, because you would recognize lots of our Nestlé products. And some others you would recognize, but may not realize came from Nestlé. See how many of these Nestlé dairy products you recognize. They are all majors in their own countries. And we'll be drawing on their experience as well as contributing Peters' know-how to all of these brands. Nestlé have been part of Australia since 1908. and you could certainly fill a supermarket trolley or two with just Nestlé products. And of course, it helps our performance if we all use our own company's brands. In the almost 90 years Nestlé have been manufacturing and selling in Australia, we have become a big part of the economy. Including our 16 plants, we employ some 5,400 people. And our growing export business is especially important. Now, here's an amazing piece of trivia that illustrates just how vast our worldwide operations really are. Since you started watching this film, over 1.25 million cups of Nescafé have been consumed around the world. Nestlé really is a great company to be part of. And we certainly do have exciting and carefully prepared plans for our new Nestlé Dairy Products division here in Australia. Plans that apply sound business principles, understanding of the markets, and long-term expectations. Long-term planning. Easy to say, but tough to do. Let's say this is 1991, not 1996, and we are making a 5-year plan, which is normal for Nestlé. Imagine the changes in the world around us. But this is 1996, and all of those things are behind us. What is in front? Our people are planning for those eventualities right now. Of course, we've got to take what Nestlé Dairy Products have today and consolidate it, change it, or develop it to fit our future. Some things may never change, but other things must change, and that change is well and truly underway. Our new Mulgrave factory will enable us to improve product quality, lower costs, and it will give us great flexibility for the introduction of new products. We've already got a huge distribution system, and our plans will greatly improve its effectiveness, allowing far greater efficiency. The information systems we've just implemented will bring us much closer to the markets and our consumers, vital tools for our future. We're working on sensible new programs for staff development and training, aimed at building on present capabilities and providing the means of being ready for the future. Real personal development for jobs that really will need doing, and treasuring the people who are doing a great job right now. Of course, we have to make all this happen sensibly, maintaining our financial balance and contributing the profits our owners, our shareholders, need in order to justify their investment. That's the very foundation of long-term planning. The requirements are sensible too. Short-term performance is important, but we have to balance it against long-term development of the company. Our first priority is to ensure enough growth to double our turnover every 10 years. So, we are not just driven by short-term financial pressures. However, sometimes it is necessary for us to focus investment in one particular direction, with the result that we'll have to mind our pennies very hard in another. And of course, that is the position we are in right now. Our future success demands heavy investment in our new factory, equipment, distribution, and personal development. And we must shake up the market, laying the foundations for overtaking all of our competitors. These are big spends, serious money. Nestlé investment is extensive, but we must show a long-term return. Because of all this investment, it has never been more important to be frugal in other areas, for us all to treat every Nestlé dollar we spend as if it were our own. When you are asked to help in these ways, please remember that we are saving cents so we can invest dollars. The big investments are where we must put our money now, laying the foundations for putting our competitors right where they belong. We've got the capability to expand effectively and quickly. The Nestlé Fresh Dairy launch is a great example of that. At the beginning of this year, Nestlé didn't even appear among fresh dairy products. Yet, this is an area that holds major profit potential. Seven months later, we're market leaders in the largest segment. Well done, Craig. My compliments to you and your team. Now that we are Nestlé Dairy Products, our ice cream packs don't tell the world who we really are. Absolute brand consistency will give us great advantage. So, we'll join our international family with a new logo that shows us as full members of the Nestlé Club, while retaining the Peters heritage. And the retail scene in general right now is not a pretty sight. Certainly not good enough for the world's best dairy products company. Let's brighten it up. Let's give the world a Nestlé Dairy Products feel that is new and bright, fresh and natural, colourful. Yes, it has to be colourful. Interesting, of course. One that's distinctively ours all over the world. And let's have an image that suits our products. A sunny holiday feel, an exciting escape from reality. Okay. So we need a visual identity that is fresh and natural, that's bright and exciting, colourful and summery, and that's distinctive and different, and most of all, feels like fun. Now that's a big ask, but if we can do it, we'll really jump ahead of our competition. We'll stimulate the market, and nobody will stop our mission succeeding.
Moneypenny here, sir. Q advises that your weapons are now ready for inspection.
It's fresh. It's natural. It's bright. It's exciting. And it's colourful. Reminds me of a summer holiday. It's distinctive. And it's different. And yes, it feels like fun. Well done. You've thought of everything. But we must use these resources very carefully, putting them into place over the next 2 years, not all at once. When can we start, Q?
No time like the present, sir. We'll start the rollout tonight.
Well done, gentlemen. Well done.